wavy, set, soft. So for type 4BC hair that tends to have a duller appearance, I suggest using glaze on dry hair. Why? Because if you use it on wet hair, you could possibly dilute the product and lose the slip factor that you need to help with the detangling process. So when applying glaze, you want to make sure that the hair is well saturated, especially the ends, before you begin detangling. And what I sometimes do is give it a smush, especially in areas that feel like there might be a bit of a tangle happening. But really concentrate on the ends so that as you're detangling, the hairs will slip out easily and not get caught. And then make sure I work it all the way through. And then I want to go through and try to separate out, little section by little section, running my hands all the way down and taking my time to separate. If you want to understand my finger detangling process better, I have two videos on that. One in the shower and one out of shower. And once I feel that I've detangled the hair successfully, I then concentrate my focus on the ends and just kind of rake my fingers through to get any shed hairs that may be trapped on the ends. Now if you have shorter hair, chances are you may not have to do this step. In order to use the glaze to set my curls, define, again, I make sure I have enough glaze almost to full saturation. You don't want it dripping because then it may dry because you've been a little too heavy-handed with the product. You just want to get every strand nice and wet. And then what I want to do is make sure I smooth the hair, bringing the strands together that actually form the curls all the way to the ends. The ends of my hair tend to feel more textured than the rest. Seems to have a little more resistance to any product, not just the glaze. So I tend to just put a little more on the ends. And once I feel the hair is thoroughly coated, I twist and then attach my weights. So I'm gonna put out a vote for a vlogger that you follow that you feel has your hair and your issues, that I will send a product sample to and allow them to try it and do a review so you can see it's not just my hair. If you have someone in mind, list it below, and if you agree with it, give it a thumbs up, and the top 2 vloggers will hear from me, and I will send them a sample for them to review. I have a Remington, and it has a digital thermometer, and I have it on the lowest setting, as you can see, 300. Now this section of hair has already been detangled and set with glaze. It is dry. Let me make that perfectly clear. You never want to use a curling iron or flat iron or whatever when your hair is damp, because you don't ever want any moisture to literally boil your hair, which is how you end up with heat damage. Alright, so I'm going to show you on just the ends here so you can see the difference. And you want to do quick strokes. And there you go. And it's still soft. It doesn't feel burnt out. And if you want, sometimes I just get a dab of the glaze and give it a little more once over. And that should seal it in place. Just going to dampen my hands. Now how's that for humidity control? Try that with something else. Now, for those of you who may be concerned, like, oh my goodness, what did she do? Is it heat damaged? I really dampen my hands. And there you go. And just so you don't think it's, you know, let me do this side so you can see that that's just the way my hair looks when it's wet. And you can compare the 2 sides. See? The whole point of this product was that it worked for our hair, especially the more highly textured hair types, because if you have this hair like I do, you know how difficult it is to find products out there that actually work for your curl type, and even though it says it's for curly hair, right? So